Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down at 4. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Browns nothing.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Carolina. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Chuba Hubbard
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Browns 3.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
7 yards the pick up there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, there's the option going left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 35-yard line.
On second and very short, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Eluding the pressure right.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson
going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Chubb on the read option.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Watson finds the open target, Arnold. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Phillips drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
2nd and 9. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Browns 13.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
No gain on the play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Marshall. He's got it this time. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play that time for Cleveland. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. Chubb again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Chubb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
For Marshall, that's complete. And he's brought down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw again. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Badgley able to knock this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.